If you're like most, you've probably had the experience when you've walked into the office or sat down during a team meeting and you witnessed what you would consider to be less than acceptable behavior by one or more of your team members. And you're in an uncomfortable moment. What do you do? What do you do in the moment? What do you do after? What do you do? Well, recently when I sat down with Basketball Hall of Fame coach Bob Hurley, after 40 years in coaching and 26 state championship wins, he described a principle, something you can do that has to do with determining what your non-negotiables are and how to communicate them to the team. Let's take a look.
We try to make this a family. I'm sitting up on top of this group, young assistant coaches, senior players down through freshman players. So this is a family. Non-negotiable is theft. Non-negotiable. There's immediate action on theft because,
Trust goes with
I know growing up having two brothers and a sister, there was nothing ever missing in the household, nor would there ever be. You took your change out of your pocket, you left it on the night table. Okay, that was going to be there the next day, and that's non-negotiable. I think second thing is, and it's a responsibility when adults with young people, cigarettes, alcohol, and drugs. Those three things. And then the third one would be a criminal involvement of something. My responsibility here as a coach in a private school is to separate someone away from the group who could be setting a bad example for younger kids.
Right.
It is a huge responsibility. I take that very seriously, that families are scraping money together to keep their child at school here. And if there's someone here who becomes in a position of prominence because of athletic ability or seniority, and things become evident, there must be a very decisive reaction to that, so that the younger kids know here that hero worship is for your family. It's for someone who's really accomplished something in life. Just because he's a couple years old, he appears to be a better basketball player. He's not the Pied Piper for you. You're observing him. You hope that he knows more than you because he's older, but don't necessarily, just blindly follow his lead.
So what are your non-negotiables? Here's the challenge. Sit down, pen and paper, and write down your non-negotiables. What are the behaviors? What are the actions? What are the things that are not acceptable on your team? Then sit down with your team with that list and clearly go through each one of those non-negotiables so they know where the line is. They know what would cause them to be separated from the team. You can't afford to allow bad behavior that attracts from the team on your team. Write down your non-negotiables, clearly communicate them to your team, and then follow up. It's just one more thing that great leaders do.